Hello friend, this is Akash Misir here and I welcome you to my YouTube channel, that is Mechanical Engineering Make Easy, and this is second lecture of manufacturing, that is manufacturing processes. And in previous lecture we have discussed number of types like steps in casting, after that the pattern making, the pattern materials and etc. And now we will move forward with pattern allowances. Okay, number of allowances we have to give to pattern like shrinkage and etc etc. So what are they? First is shrinkage or contraction allowance. Okay, shrinkage or contraction. Shrinkage is nothing but the material shrink down while temperature decreases. So that is nothing but the shrinkage allowance, or we can say contraction allowance. Next is machining allowance. This is the allowance for required for machining, means if any material is there and we have making casting of that maybe have like structure, but for giving the proper surface finish here we needs to machine this product, so we may give some machining allowance here. Machining allowance means some extra material we will put there, so that while machining we will going to remove that material and the final dimensions will got very accurate. Okay, that nothing but the machining allowance. Then there is draft or taper allowance. Draft or taper allowance is for easy removal of our pattern, that we have discussed in previous lecture also. Okay, then distortion allowance or camber allowance. This is also one type of distortion allowance. Okay, this is also one type of allowance that we have to give to the pattern. And after that, wrapping or shake allowance. Means what happens, uh, while removing the casting we have to shake the mold box. And why we have to shake that? Because easy removal of that casting and the sand which will be broken down, that mold box will be, that mold cavity will be broken down and we can remove easily that casting. And for that case we have to shake that mold box. And while shaking there should not be any chances of that means if there is the cavity likewise, and there may be chances that while shaking the sand may come here. Okay, likewise here. And if the material is not solidified here, then that will contaminate that place. So that's why we have to give some wrapping or shake allowance also. Okay, these are some allowances that pattern we should give to pattern, so that ultimately these allowances will be provided to the casting our final product. Next is types of pattern. What are the number of types of pattern? There are number of types of patterns, which they are like single piece or solid pattern, means with only one piece the pattern is made. Likewise, this is only one piece, this is called as single piece pattern. Okay, then next is two piece pattern, means we can make the pattern like, okay, this is one piece and this is another piece. Okay, this is one, this is second, this is split or two piece pattern. Then next is loose piece pattern. Okay, one another type, that is nothing but the loose piece pattern. Then there is cope and rack pattern. This pattern we can also say cope and rack pattern, if such a thing is there. This is the parting line Okay, one cope and another is drag. So ultimately this pattern we can say cope and drag pattern. Means for cope there is different pattern, for drag there is different pattern. Okay, this is the cope and drag pattern. Then there is gated pattern. Means gates will be provided to the pattern, like uh, this is mold box. Okay, and the molten metal is poured from this, the runner and etc. So here the pattern will be make like the gate will be provided to each pattern, maybe likewise something. Okay, this is one piece, this is two piece, so gate is provided, likewise something is there for gated pattern. Okay, means the what the basic concept that gates will be provided to every pattern, that is nothing but the gated pattern. Then match plate pattern. Okay, same case of match plate pattern is nothing but the cope and rack pattern, then two or split pattern. That same pattern we can call it as match plate pattern also. Means the same case but names are different only. Okay, then there is sweep pattern. What is sweep pattern? Okay, I will give you idea about sweep pattern. This is one mold box, one axle will be connected here, and for example this is the shape we have to make. So what will happen, only we will have one steel or paper like structure of this pattern. Okay, this will have only 1 to 2 thickness, and we are going to rotate this, so ultimately this will form this kind of pattern. Okay, so we are going to rotate this with that axis, so we are going to form the cavity. This is one kind of pattern, that is nothing but sweep pattern. Then there is one skeleton pattern. Okay, then segmental pattern, then follow board pattern, and lagged up pattern. There are number of types of patterns, but these 2 to 3 types which I have explained on board, that's are only important, so no need to go too much deep in that types of pattern. Split or two piece pattern, then sweep pattern, then single piece pattern, and cope and drag pattern. These are 4 patterns that are important for our gate point of view. Then there is one term, that is pattern colors. Okay, means for proper understanding, we have some standards of colors, that if there is XYZ color, then that surface we don't need to have any further finishing process or etc. Likewise there are number of colors. Okay, so first, cast surfaces to be machined. For machining surfaces, okay, for the surfaces which we have to machining afterwards, so red color is there. Okay, means any casting is there. Okay, likewise, and this part we have to machine, so on the pattern we will paint this part with red color. Okay, that's the case the pattern colors have. Next is surfaces to be left unmachined, means which surfaces we don't have to do any machining. So unmachined, the color will be black. Means for example this surface we don't have to do anything, so this will be painted with black, this is painted with red. Okay, then the core print sheets, if pattern is there. Okay, likewise, and one extra part is shown here, and this is the core print, means seating provided for core, so this will be printed with the color that is yellow. Okay, the core print sheets make on the pattern, that will be painted with the yellow color. Then loose piece or seating and seatings, means if there is loose piece. Okay, I think in pattern materials I was failed to give you idea about loose piece, what exactly the loose piece is. I will give you idea here, and after that I will move forward. See, this is mold box, this is parting line, and this is the mold cavity we have to generate. Okay, but the exact shape is likewise. So if we are going to design directly the pattern which have like size, then the sand which is present here, that is going to collapse there. Okay, so what we will do, we will make the pattern likewise, means that this section will be separate and these two sections will be separate. These sections firstly fit on that sections, after that this pattern will be moved there. Okay, and after that, while removing, this pattern will be removed, this C pattern will be removed first and these two pieces will be removed afterwards. This is called as loose piece pattern. Okay, what is this? That is nothing but the loose piece pattern. Okay, these two are loose pieces which attached here. Okay, so I think you have cleared now this all the concept. And what is there, that loose piece and sittings, that will be colored with red strips on yellow base. Okay, here what is the color, that red strip, but firstly yellow will be painted and on that red strips will be painted likewise. So then what is next? Parting surfaces, means if there parting line, okay, and that's the surface, means there is split piece pattern likewise. Okay, very simple pattern and this made up of two pieces, so this is parting line. So this parting surface will be painted with clear or no color, means here we don't have to paint anything, so no color. Okay, then supports or stop offs, if we have to provide any support, for example here any core is there and we have to provide support for that. Okay, means in that cavity we have to provide support for any part, so for that supports will be printed with black strips on yellow base, means base firstly printed with yellow and on that the black strips will be painted. Okay, likewise this is supports or stop offs. Then core prints for machined casting, means casting is there which is machined and there is core print, likewise here the core print is there. So for this core print, the yellow strips on black background, means fully painted with black and on that the yellow strips will be provided likewise. These are all the color patterns and which I have taken from one book, and these patterns for US, okay, means America, and that color patterns may vary with country or with manufacturer. There is no such a great standard like meter and millimeter, but yes, these patterns are too much common, that's why I have taken these. Okay, so don't get confused if any book have different color patterns, that may be from any another manufacturing company. Then bonus points for today's lecture, and that are nothing but first, and these bonus points are too much important of today's lecture. Solid shrinkage. Solid shrinkage is denoted by delta L, and which is equal to alpha L delta T. Okay, which we can say alpha L TF minus TR. What are these values? That alpha is nothing but coefficient of thermal expansion. Coefficient of thermal expansion, this is alpha. We are going to study in heat transfer, that is what is the alpha. Okay, it is the coefficient of thermal expansion. Then L means length and delta T, Delta T means temperature difference, that is freezing temperature and room temperature. Freezing temperature and this is room temperature. Okay, and we have taken solid shrinkage, that's why we are subtracting freezing temperature and room temperature. Okay, so solid shrinkage only consider, that's why Tf minus Tr and alpha L Tf minus Tr. This is the formula of solid shrinkage. Then next is for gray cast iron. Okay, gray cast iron, there is negative liquid shrinkage. Negative liquid shrinkage. And what exactly negative liquid shrinkage means? While liquid cooling, that liquid will going to expand, not going to shrink. That's why the value of shrinkage will be negative. And positive solid shrinkage. Positive solid shrinkage means what we have formula, that freezing temperature to room temperature, while that casting will move from freezing temperature to room temperature, the shrinkage will be positive, means that material will going to shrink. Okay, but before that freezing temperature, that material will going to expand. So this is the difference between negative and positive, and these are the I am saying you negative liquid shrinkage and positive solid shrinkage. It is for cast iron only, that is gray cast iron. And so we have taken into consideration the solid shrinkage, and so because of that the total shrinkage equal to liquid shrinkage plus solid shrinkage. Okay, total shrinkage equal to liquid shrinkage plus solid shrinkage. This is as easy as possible because this is only the basic formula, that addition, and this total shrinkage is highest in steel. Okay, in case of steel the total shrinkage is highest, means we have to provide more shrinkage allowance in case of steels while designing casting pattern. Okay, then again some points of bonus points are remaining. And draft allowance we have studied, that is draft allowance. Okay, so for easy removal we use this draft allowance. Okay, and what are the values? 5 degree to 8 degree for internal surface, and 1 degree to 3 degree for external surface. Okay, means if there is one casting, likewise so these are internal surfaces we can say. So for that the 5 degree to 8 degree will be taper, and these are external surfaces, so here we can give 1 degree to 3 degree taper likewise. Okay, these are the draft allowances. Value varies between 5 degree to 8 degree for internal surface, 1 degree to 3 degree for external surface. Then if pattern material is wax, mercury or polystyrene, then no draft allowance required. Means if there is a pattern made of wax or mercury or polystyrene, okay, the pattern made up of wax, mercury or polystyrene, in that case these materials are too much smooth surface. Okay, that's why we don't need to take any draft allowance. Okay, if the pattern made up of wax, mercury and polystyrene, so note down this also. And after that the machining allowance. What the general values of machining allowance we have to provide? Machining allowance 1.5 mm to 16 mm. This is the general range of machining allowance. and commonly we uses 3 mm as common value. Okay, means any surface is there and that surface we have to machine afterwards for surface smoothness or any surface property to enhance, so that we will use that machining allowance from 1.5 mm to 16 mm. This is the general range, and in that also generally the 3 mm is the maximum possible value of taking machining allowance. Okay, this is all about what design I for today's lecture, and this was the second lecture of manufacturing, and in third lecture I will come up with the mold materials. Okay, so be ready with that and note down all the points, and if you have enjoyed my session then like, share and subscribe, and we will meet again. Thank you friends.